Hey everyone, this is a deck profile of my 6M build that I'll be taking to regionals this weekend. It's got some personal tech into it, so really interested in seeing how that goes. It's been testing really well, so figured I'd just show you what I built. So first we have 3 Kageki. Pretty obvious if you know what the deck does. When it's normal summoned, you could special summon a level 4 or lower from your deck, from your hand, my mistake, and usually the one you want to get is 3 Kagamusha. If you're able to do this combo first turn, you can go right into Shien first turn, and then control the field with your back row and with Shien's effect. So that would be a very nice first turn to start off with. Next is the staple Kaizen. If you control 2 or more, well, first you can special summon it if you control a 6 samurai monster. It's like Grandmaster, except that you're able to have more than one on the field at one time. And if there's 2 6 samurais on the field other than this card, it bumps up to 21. So it's basically just like Grandmaster. Same attack if there's 2 more 6 Sams on the field, but you could just have more than one, which is really versatile and really expensive too. Next, 2 Grandmaster. You can only have 1 on the field, but the really nice thing about Grandmaster is that if you get Mirror Forced or if you get something like that, like if it gets Solemn Warninged, you get its effect, which is that if it gets sent to the graveyard, you could return a 6 Sam monster from your graveyard to your hand, and you could even get him back. So that's really nice. I think 3 is a little bit too much. I tried running 3, but you find them in your hand still with 2, so I like 2. Next, and this is where the personal tech comes in. Those are all monsters that are going to be in any build. This is my tech. 1 hand. It gets you out of sticky situations. If there's a monster you can't get over or something like that, you can bring out hand and you could tribute himself if there's another 6 Sam on the field, or herself. I don't know what it is. Or you could tribute somebody else if you have like a Kageki on the field that got Veilered or something, and you don't want it just sitting there. You could just pop it and it has 1600 attack. So it's not that bad. I like it a lot. And 1 Morphing Jar. This I just put in. Beginning to like it a lot, just because me personally, I never draw into Gateway. So I like this because I'm able to set it first turn if I don't have a good hand. Set 5 back row, and hopefully they attack into it and I get a new 5 cards to my hand. So this card is all about the advantage that comes with playing this deck on the field and in your hand. So I like that a lot. That's it for the monsters. We're going to spells.
How many monsters?
How many monsters? 4, 5, 6, 7,
14.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 monsters. Next, spells. 3 Gateway. Pretty self-explanatory. Everybody should know what this does.
Personal tech.
Yeah, it's a personal tech. Going to 1 in March, which it's not going to kill the deck, but it's going to greatly hurt its speed. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. There's some new cards in Extreme Victory that are coming out that'll help. And you could always use Temple of the Six as well. Next is 3 6 Sam United. It's good first turn if you don't draw into Gateway. You could draw into Kageki and Kagamusha, and if you have this, you can just draw another 2 right off the bat. So basically, Kageki, Kagamusha, you draw this. You basically you still have a full hand basically after you have Shien on the field. So, again, obvious, but definitely needed 3 in there. Next is Shien's Smoke Signal, new card in the new set, and again, it's just really too good. If you start off with Kagemusha and no Kageki and one of these, you still have it. If you start off the opposite, you still have it. So really just a great card, and I cannot believe that it's a rare, and B, it wasn't something, there's not a restriction. It's basically a free, it's like an e-call, but it works in this deck amazing. Next, and this will be the last time you see this for a while, 3 Book of Moon. Swiss Army knife. Not really much to say about it. Good with morphing jar plays. If you're flipping morphing jars and you're like me and you still can't draw into 1 gateway, you could reflip it and just morphing jar as many times as you want. So until you get those 3 gateways that are on the last 3 cards of your deck. 1 dark hole. Sometimes you draw this and you really don't want to use it. So it's good sometimes just to have it in your hand and save it for that time that's really right.
Unless you're locked on the field and there's a defense position, Kinetic Soldier.
Yeah, Kinetic Soldier. This is Dark Hole into Kinetic Soldier. That's probably pretty common because Kinetic Soldier in defense mode is pretty hard to get around. Anyway, when Monster Reborn, you get counters if you reborn a 6-sam monster, so really good. Grenade, self-explanatory. 2 MST, destroy those pesky back rows before you make your big plays. Pretty staple in this deck with the Necro Valleys running around. What's that? Next, 1 Reinforcement of the Army. Again,
4th Shien Smoke Signal.
Yeah,
the only legal 4 cards.
4th Shien Smoke Signal, 4th Kaizen, 4th Kageki and Kagemusha. You're basically running legitimately 7 Kagekis, 7 Kagemushas in this deck, and 4 Kaizens. Next, again, personal tech. 2 Cunning of the 6 Samurai. Didn't see this run at the YCS a lot, and I'll tell you why it's really good. Because it says tribute 1, or not tribute, send 1 6 Samurai monster you control to the graveyard, period, then special summon. Which means you could send, say you just have like a gateway and you have 1 monster and you can't really do anything. You could activate this, send the monster and get the same monster and get another 2 counters on gateway. Also, if something, if you have a Shien in your grave and they attack like a Kageki on the field or something, you chain this, you send Kageki and get Shien. What are they gonna do? They're gonna do nothing. Really good card, and it's awesome against the mirror match because it says you can special summon a 6 Samurai monster from either player's graveyard. So you could take whatever's in their graveyard if they have a Shien in their grave, if they have a Kagemusha, and you could synchro into your own Shien. Really good. I like it a lot. I just put it in and it's been working wonders. So that does it for the spells. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 spells. A lot of spells, but worth it. Next, traps. Solemn Judgment. Self-explanatory. 2 Solemn Warning. Underrated card. Just kidding. Mirror Force. I draw this first hand every time. Every single time I draw this. This is another personal tech. 2. Musakani Madagama. A lot of people play 1. I like 2. Saves Dark Hole. Saves you from Dark Hole, rather. And overall, just destruction. Black Rose plays. Just play this. What's that Gravekeeper? That
Descendant.
Descendant. Yeah, Descendant plays. Flip that. They get upset. And finally, double-edged sword technique. Thought about running 2, but nah, I don't like 2. I like 1. You can even get 2 Shiens on the field second turn if you draw the right cards. So it's good in that respect. It's also good very defensively. You could bring out the 2000 defense Kageki and the 1800 defense Kagamusha if they're attacking with, like, I don't know, maybe like a Scrap Beast or a Scrap Chimera or something, and you have nothing on the field. So it's good like that. Synchros.
10.5 minutes.
3 Shien. Negate anything once per turn. And when it's destroyed, you can do it to another 6 Samurai monster, even just by battle. 1 Naturia Beast. I can't make it right now, but
good to be there.
If I Monster Reborn something, I can go into it. So I think it's and you got space in this extra deck, definitely. So I think it's good enough to be in there. Next, 1 Barkion. This definitely needs to be in there. Go into it very easily with Kagamusha and Kaizen first turn. Lock them down. I mean, first turn is really not good because you might not have cards in your graveyard.
You'll have enough.
But yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem. Next, Brionic. Again, level 6s are very easy to go into in this deck. So just because you can special Kaizen, so that's good. That's definitely a win condition. 1 Colossal. It benefits because of the warrior monsters in the grave. 1 Scrap Dragon. Pretty much stable these days. I go into this a lot. This is probably the level 8 that I go into the most. Used to be Stardust. I think it's Scrap Dragon now. Now he's upset. He heard me and now he's upset. But yeah, Stardust is Stardust. Sometimes you need to go into Stardust just to wait until play more defensive game and wait until you draw what you want.
I can't wait for the Stardust of Exceed monsters.
Yeah. Next, the Catastar. You go into level 5s easy in this, so if need be, if you can't get over that monster, go into Catastar and take it out. Mistworm, if need be, it's there.
How do you make it?
Mistworm? There's various ways you can make Mistworm, really. You can go 2, 3, 4. You could even use the whatchamacallit, the morphing jar if you need. So, okay. Next, Chimera Tech for idiots that leave the Cyber Dragons laying on the field, and I'll show the side in a little bit. I side Cyber Dragons, so 1 Ancient Fairy, good for Gravekeepers. You get to destroy their Necro Valley, and then you can special summon level 4. So I like it. If you get in trouble, you can Black Rose the field. It's easy to go into this with Kagamusha and Grandmaster. Scrap Archfiend, just a level 7 beater. And as I like to call him, the banned one, a Goyo. Self-explanatory. And I'll quickly go through the side. Sorry, this is a really long video, but 2 Effect Veiler, very versatile, especially in today's game. You really need these.
Gonna be main next format.
2 Consecrated Light, Gravekeepers and Blackwings. Blackwings are a very tough matchup, just because of their swarming capabilities. So these, I mean, if it was just Blackwings, I probably wouldn't side these, but just because Gravekeepers are out there too, I like it for that reason. Next, 1 Crevice.
What's the YouTube limit?
15.
Well, you got 45 seconds.
Oh, nice. Crevice for plants and all that. 2 Kinetics. Set them against in the mirror match. 2 Rivalry of Warlords against X-Sabers and plants and stuff. 1 Starlight Road.
And Scrap.
Yeah. Dust Tornado for Gravekeepers. 2 Noblemen for X-Sabers and, Plants Warrens and stuff. And plants. And 2 Cyber Dragons, just if you see the Machina Fortresses and the maybe the Karakuris. So we're rushing out of here. Thanks for watching.